Hey everyone, how's it going tonight? My name's Spencer, and welcome to Best Ball Draft Addicts. Tonight, I am going to be doing my 98th and 99th draft, so ever so close to 100, and my journey to Maxfill this thing with 150. So we've got 26 days till the season starts, and it's going to go by quick. Before we know it, it's going to be here. Let me go ahead and turn the comments on. All right. So tonight, I'm very happy to be joined again by my good friend Jeremiah Duggar, who you guys know, who's been on here with me several times already. So we are ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and bring Duggar in. What's up, buddy? How's it going tonight?
Oh, what up? Living the dream. Colds don't matter. Temperatures don't matter. Allergies aren't real.
Hey, that's right. Duggar has had a long day today. He had a work thing that he had to travel to Purdue University, which is really cool. Got to go in Mackey Arena, sent me a bunch of pictures. Purdue is where my dad went to college. So Purdue is the college that I have always followed my whole entire life. Glenn Robinson was my favorite basketball player. Drew Brees, my favorite football player. Baseball, there's not a lot of Purdue guys, but you know who is? Chad Patrick, who I just drafted last night in the auction league of Bubba and the Bloom, which was one heck of a stream, 4.5 hours. You were going to jump on with me, but I was so busy talking, I didn't even notice you waiting. So sorry about that again.
That's all right. Just princess waiting in the wings for an hour. It's okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Just so you know, I made 3 3-pointers and a half court shot, so I still got it.
I'm sure that was out of 4 attempts too.
Let's not discuss field goal percentage.
Okay, yeah. Oh, Brad says, you know what? 9 to go. This is a good time. Let's go ahead and jump in. Appreciate that, Brad. Duggar, if you want to pull it up. Everyone who's here, let's go ahead and jump in. This thing will get filled. Brad, thank you. So I was just watching Sheep stream. He was just drafting right before we jumped on, Duggar. And he had a guy on there who's named Paul, who was also on that drafting show that I did. I've told you about that Brad was on. And Paul's a really, really awesome guy too. So you need to check that out. So I'm sure most people that are on here probably were just there. But yeah, no. So we're at 3 more to go. By the way, 3 more. But yeah, he's really. I like his baseball mind for sure.
Sounds good.
Bobby Boucher was just drafting over there. Yep, absolutely. Now you guys back-to-back gauntlet. That's right, Bobby. Great to see you in here. 2 more to start, by the way. Anyone who's jumping in that wants to draft, 2 more to start. And Duggar, that was what, about a 3-hour drive for you? So 3-hour drive there, 3-hour drive back, about 2 hours of sleep with a cold. So you're just living the dream.
Hey, I'm 22, not 42. It's okay.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Your beard tells the story. 1 more to go. 1 more to start. So what I'm planning on doing is tomorrow, I'm planning on doing the 2 tonight finishing with 99. Tomorrow, drafting my 100th and then making my 100 shares exposure video and probably put that out on Sunday. Brock, what's up, buddy? Brock's here too.
Boo.
Duggar says, do not pick Jack Caglione again. Speaking of, Caglione is getting steamed, Duggar. So
hey, why do you think I've been drafting him? I knew this was
I know. We've talked about it. We've talked about it many times. I'm just saying, in the draft that I just saw, he went at pick the end of round 7. I don't remember which number it was, but it was the end of round 7.
What?
Yeah.
All right. I'm here for it.
Yeah, Brock 120 EV King. That's right. Okay, we are filled. I see TK11. What's up, TK? He's at pick 2. Duggar, you got pick 5. The Dave 85. That's Dave Isaacs, right? Dave, you in here? What's up, buddy? There's Brock at pick 7. Duke Dean, hey, what's going on? How's it going, man? Brad got in at pick 10. Bobby Boucher at 11. Duke, are you in this? And then so looks like Kick 1 DK 1 CK is at pick 4. Let's see what his name is over here. Two in the thoughts. All right, two in the thoughts. Dave, what's up, man? Glad to see we got almost a full room of people in the house. Anyone else who's in here? Duke, are you in here? Are you in this draft? What's your handle, if so? Beaterand, is that you? That was someone who was in here before. I'm trying to remember. The one at pick one. All right, Shohei at pick one. We're off. Oh, I need to bring the draft board up, don't I? I'm looking at my iPad.
I was going to say it's looking weird on here. All right, give me some Schwarbs.
Schwarb it up, buddy. All right. And add to stage. Now let's go to that view that I like. There we go. Okay, we are off like a herd of turtles. Okay, let's see. Duke didn't get in. Wish I did. Hey, next time, buddy, we're going to be doing another draft right after this. Okay, I am up at pick 9. Brad, I love picking right next to you, bud. I could take the rare Corbin Carroll. And
by the way, a group
Tatis
of turtles
is my guy.
Called a bale, not a herd, just so you know.
It's a Michael Scott line, so yeah, so I wasn't being literal there. You got to watch The Office more, Duggar. I say this all the time.
I got you.
I did get you. One show I did get Duggar. Duggar has the hardest time actually sitting and watching shows because he's got such a busy life, you know, with children and video games. So
and work, you know,
throw work in there, yeah. But Brock says herd of turtle team name.
There you go.
But nonetheless, last year I did get you to watch finally Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
You did.
And your verdict?
Oh, gotta watch it.
It's phenomenal.
Every episode's a banger.
And what have I been trying to get you to watch now? And I have got you to in several episodes with me, but you haven't really dove in yet and started watching on your own. And that's It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
One of these days.
Okay.
I need to keep up with the draft board. So one thing I need to ask Sheep, in his draft that just happened, his draft board, you can see like a bunch of rounds on the screen, and it's not just like the way that the view is here where it's so I need to find out how he does that. Sheep, I'll be asking you that question soon. Brad, you might know. I don't know. I mean, I'm still relatively new to StreamYard here. We're like a month and a half in. So
yeah. What are you thinking here? You're coming up.
Yep. So I see what our guys have done here. So we went with Ellie and Rooker, and then Paul Skeens. Oh, Bobby Boucher moving up Skeens. I like that. Going for a different type of build to start. I mean, you got to do something different. How many is this for you, Bobby? Okay, let's see what Brad does. He went Jose. So that was a consideration simply because, you know, I have very, very little Jose. I mean, I don't have a ton of Devers. Okay, real quick. Let me consult exposures. I got a few seconds. All right. I have, let's see, 7% Devers. That's not a ton. I think I'll do it. I have a lot of, so I have 15 Scooble, 13 Vlad. And unless I wanted to go down to James Wood, yeah, let's just stick with Devers. 7%. I need a little bit more. So I let the exposures make that call.
Alrighty.
103 for Bobby. Way too many 11s and 12s. Yep, changing it up. I get you, man. I get you.
So
click on that.
Really want to take Nick Kurtz here, but man, getting Vlad at a 3.5 pick fall, I'm just going to do that.
Oh, man. Holy cow. How does this look now? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Brad, you're a genius. A genius. The arrow. It's just an arrow. Oh, my gosh. That's beautiful. Do I need to even go and move the thing now? Because it opened in a different window. Let's see. Does that cover the... It cuts off the very end. Let's see. Can I kind of do this? And then that way, just leave it. I think so. I think we'd be able to see the whole thing this way, and I don't have to go back over until after round 8. All right, sweet. Awesome. Okay, beautiful. Love that view. Brad, $15. Hey, that might be worth it. Send me your PayPal or your Venmo. I'll buy you a glass of wine, but I know that's what you're going to spend that $15 on. I'll just donate you one. You can buy me a coffee, I'll buy you a glass of wine. How about that? All right. And so this is awesome now. I love this. I wish that I knew this much sooner. It was so easy. All right, Duggar, now what are you doing?
Well, kind of just going to see what comes to me here in the next couple picks.
I know you went with the Vlad Jr. fall.
I mean, if I can get a fall, it's going to make a unique build and just go all the power with my first 2 picks. Hopefully, Vlad, he's shown it, right? Let's get it back. I'm just going to keep going with the falls and give me some Cal.
Oh man,
I know I preach outfield, but if you can keep getting the falls, it's going to be a unique build.
Look at this. I agree completely, bud. Look at this. Bobby Boucher says maybe one control plus or minus key being on the screen and you'd see everything. Bada bing, bada boom. There it is. We have it. We have now mastered streaming on Underdog. Oh, this is great. I can just kick back. I don't have to be going back and forth. I can see the comments. Oh, man. You guys are the best. Okay. Do I keep the outfield thing rolling? I think so, because
you know what I'm going to tell you. But hey, the other night you that Lindor fall and you didn't take him.
I did. That was in the 4. If he wraps back around and these guys here don't take him, maybe he'll do it. We'll see. We'll see what Brad or Bobby does. Brad's gone double infield, so I doubt he does. Although who knows? He might get crazy here and go something like 4 straight infield. Nope. He says, nope, I'm not getting crazy.
Not yet.
Oh man, this is so nice. I love it. Man, Duggar, did you get to see? I know you saw a little, but you were busy last night, with your work guys. Did you get to see much of that stream?
Well, yeah, you had me waiting in the wings for about an hour and
it wasn't an hour. It was not, though. I said
I mean,
you were sitting there for like 4 hours waiting, basically the whole thing.
No, I did. It was a little crazy, a little hectic. That's how auctions are. I'll give you some kudos. You held it together well, except for a couple Spence picks. That
who are the Spence picks that I?
How much you spend on Royce Lewis?
$10.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
I also took Murakami. I also took Nolan Gorman. I also took Miguel Vargas. So
honestly,
I got third base. I got third base covered. No, don't you worry.
How much you spend on Marcy?
That was 13. That was probably a little too much because it was my 4th outfield. I didn't expect to get Joe Adell, and I had got Joe Adell. So I'd been planning on Marcy for the speed. So yeah, no, I kind of
giving a little bit of crap, but that's
no, you should. I love it.
That's how auctions go. You just never know. Honestly, I didn't expect you to have to get Royce at double digits, but hey, if he's healthy, he produces. He's could be awesome.
If he's healthy,
he's going to end up on your bench more than not.
He literally just got hurt yesterday, like when I drafted him, and I knew that, and I said it, and I still did it. Look at this. Lindor fell to the 4. Thank you guys. You guys are sweethearts. Auctions are the best of all league drafts. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. What do you guys think about taking 4 outfield, then going 4P, then infield after? I have done that many times.
I've done it. I love it.
Yep. I'm a big fan of that. Now, I don't think you have to necessarily be like 4 straight outfield, but I have a lot of 4-1-4 builds. So you can kind of mix that in. So I like to think of it as, sometimes I'll take higher pitchers. Sometimes I'll take a higher infield.
I'm leaning in, Spence.
Okay, lean in, buddy.
I don't normally do, but I'm going to take the triple fall and get my boy that I have stupid low shares of. So we're going to see how much I hate this team by not going outfield. So we're going to be chasing now.
That's all right. That's all right. I mean, it's again, we've talked about it. It's worth mixing it up. This is which number for you? Do you know?
Off the top of my head, no, but it's post
I
50 at some
I was
point.
gonna say, you're either in the 40s or close to 50. You've got to be at that point because I know we had talked when you were past 40, and that was like a week ago. Um, but yeah, nonetheless. So back to what I was saying. My one of my favorite builds is doing it that way. But again, I'm not tied to like 4 straight outfield, 4 straight pitcher, and then the infield. Although I think that could be fine based off just how the draft falls. But again, I might go like 1-1-1, and then 3 pitchers, and then 3 outfield, something like that. Brad says infield is easiest to catch up. Absolutely. We've been preaching that since I started this. Every draft that we do, I talk about how great infielders are late and how it's just so worth just waiting and taking late infielders.
Darn it.
Yep, absolutely. What you looking at now, my friend?
Well, really wanted Nemo, but I'm gonna just go another one of my boys, and I hope he actually plays to his 7'4" potential of Ono Cruz.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you could have gone with Teoscar, which is a safer, but shoot for the upside with O'Neal Cruz. I did it in the stream with Corey the other night whenever I did that Pirates build where I reached up big on Connor Griffin.
X-nay on the Pirates build. Just saying.
Oh, like what? Okay. We'll keep it a secret. Yep. So let's see. Now I'm up and I have a 0-1-3. I'm thinking about Christopher Sanchez. I wouldn't mind grabbing my 4th outfielder here, but I think I'll push that. I'll take Christopher Sanchez. I don't have a ton of him. Let's consult the exposers. Christopher Sanchez. I know I have some, but not a ton.
You were in on him on the way too earlys.
Yeah, 6%. 6%. I mean, I still draft him. It's just, yeah, he's not my ideal target. He has to kind of fall to the right spot, and this felt like a good time. I got him at pick 57, and his ADP is 51.6. So, all right. How's the draft board looking here? So I think maybe in another round, I'll go ahead and slide it up there. Let's see here.
Oh, Brock shit on your pick. I mean, Brock doo-dooed on your pick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. Doo-doo away, Brock. Tell us why. Let's hear. And the thing is, with Sanchez, I was all over him last year. He was going so late though. He was going
he
like
was
round 15, but he gets quality starts all the time.
Oh, many one of your teams last year.
Look at the pitchers that go 10 to 20 picks later. Yeah, sure. But theoretically, at least Christopher Sanchez is one of the most quote unquote dependable as a pitcher can be, because no pitcher is truly dependable. But I don't know. Point is 6%. I need to mix some of him in. Is Brock that smart guy the other day? Brock, are you that smart guy?
Brock says big words.
What are we looking at?
God no. With the notepad.
Oh man, I made my last night, Duggar. This is I'm so glad now that notepad brought it all back around. Why I initially asked you if if you were watching more of that show last night is because earlier in the night I told the story of Floyd at our old our 2004 walking in with the briefcase that he opened up, and he had a yellow notepad with just names that he had wrote on there. No notes, just names he had wrote, and then a pistol.
Yep, that was in at the old Yellow House.
It was.
That's where you introduced me to everybody, and I'm like, oh, we got a pack while we do these drafts. Okay. Floyd was quite the character.
Oh man, was he not? Holy crap, that was so good. But anyway, Bloomfield, he was like, what a story, and then he said like notepads and pistols, and I immediately wrote it down. I'm like, there's my team name.
There it is.
And that's what I made it, notepads and pistols.
I'm sure it's got brought up. Have we talked about that? We did. That's how we do a lot of our team names.
Oh, you know what?
In home leagues.
I don't think we've talked about that together. But yeah, Brock knows all about that. He's in all our home leagues. Like all of our team names are based off of like drunken ramblings and things that make us laugh.
How long ago did that start, you think?
Since we've been doing it. I mean, again, 20 years.
Oh boy.
Web and Woo. Web and Woo. Web Woo Reagans. You can go outfield.
Still gonna keep going upside and give me that Reagans. Yeah, no. I mean, that's honestly my favorite part of our home leagues is just writing down the one-liners that I hear throughout the draft, and 99% of them are absolutely dog crap terrible, but those 1%ers, comedy gold.
Gold, man. Brad, that Brock is Brock that was on the show, so it's Brock. But Brad TK11 says, may not be the smart guy, but I bet he still says a bale of sheep.
That's pretty good.
All right. So we got a nice little run of pitchers here in this round. Look at this.
We did.
Let me go ahead and move the board. Oh, this is so nice.
And seriously, guys, if my voice is like nails on a chalkboard, just let me know. I have zero issue with muting myself.
Your voice isn't that bad, Duggar. It's fine. Just you mute when you cough and you're good.
All right.
So Brad says, I trust in Brock. He's my quant. What is that? I'm sorry. I don't know what that is. You got anything for me, Duggar? Anything at all?
I'm studying.
For a finals?
My next pick.
You're studying, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
What are the results of the test?
My dad's gay. So Lawrence Butler, how far are you letting him fall? Do you think the news is overrated, or take the fall here since I pushed outfield?
It seems fine to me. I don't see any reason why to not take him.
By the way, that's one of my favorite Will Ferrell just one-off skits. So,
oh my gosh, dude, I know.
The landlord is so.
I want my money. If you guys have not seen that, you got to search The Landlord, Will Ferrell. It's so old, but it's so good.
Oh, somebody's killing me. Who just killed me?
Who just killed you?
Well, look right after my pick.
Yeah, it was the Dave. Dave did it, bro. Dave says, I'm doing it. Sorry, Duggar. We're in round 7. This is where we're at now. This is what hitting balls at 120 and crushing homers 460 feet does.
I know. Hey, that's why I'm at 60%. So now if I don't get him anymore, I'll still end up above 30%. So I'm good with it.
That's right. And this feels like a good Freddie P fall there. So I've currently got the 2-1-4 start. Dave says, you're welcome, Duggar.
No, that's
my God, CAG 78, Brad. So, I mean, yeah, here's the thing. This is what happens. This is what's going to happen in spring training. You know, I've been talking about it. We're going to see it again in full effect next week when the WBC starts.
WBC, absolutely.
Like,
see, this is why I say, you know, all the times that I've been on, if you believe in somebody, just draft them, because the closer they get to the season, like Joe Adell, we were taking him every single draft, because you could get him so late. And now look where he's going. You know, when was Joe Adell going above Lawrence Butler?
I mean, he's not been this whole time so far.
Right.
Yeah. So
that's why you're going to do it.
And Brock says,
Brock, get out of here with your nonsense and your actual draft stats.
Oh, you know, he loves coming at you. Oh, that statement does not work with Jordan Walker. It did not work. He got worse after Dry Flying Duggar. Hey, everything's going to be just fine. Ain't that right, Dave? Ain't that right, Dave? Everything will be just fine with Jordan Walker. Don't you worry one little bit. Man, look at the top picture here now. It's Strider. I'm glad that I got 2. There went Marcy, the pick before. All right, Brad, I see you. I see you. This feels like a pretty good Ben Rice drop. Pretty good. I think I'm going to do that as I'm looking through here. I'm just double checking because I'm at, I could be a 2-2-4. Yeah, I'm going to take the ADP dip here and grab Mr. Ben Rice. Let's see where I'm at. I know I'm not super high on Ben Rice, but decent enough, 9.6%.
No, he was another one of your early, way too early guys. You were getting some shares of him.
Who? I'm sorry.
Ben Rice. You weren't.
Oh yeah. No. In the way too earlys, I was grabbing him all the time. Yeah. All right, you are up, sir.
I'm gonna get me my old teammate pairing, and he has big muscles, so can't go wrong there.
Yep, Adelise. You warming any on Andy Pages or no?
Yeah, I think he's just gonna be one of those guys, and you know what, prove me wrong.
Right. Yeah. Well, he may prove both of us wrong. So, yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Brad, I thought I liked you, and you're over here starting a Brock fan club. I see how it is.
Meanwhile, Dave does not trust the Dodgers. Jason, what's up, man? Can't stay but wanted to say hey and drop a like. You're watching right now. Thanks, I appreciate that. Brad says lulz. Hey, I appreciate it. Woo woo, J Train. Brad and Jason are going to be drafting again together on Sunday, Duggar. So keep Sunday night open. Right. You want to go jump in with them?
Okay. I know you hate it, but I don't care. I let it come back to me. So come on home.
Yep, I know you. I know. I fell in your lap, didn't it?
It did.
Brock says leave him Pages in our home leagues. Don't worry. Duggar will. And I wanted to throw this in there too. Why don't you tell Brad and Jason, Duggar, the first thing that you called and told me? No. We were still watching the end of their show. They hadn't even we were on the phone during their first show the other night. And then you were like, you got to go back to the beginning. And what for? What did you tell me?
Listen, there's been lack of sleep and days between them.
Oh my gosh, you don't remember, Duggar.
I wasn't paying attention.
At the beginning of the video. The song.
Oh, that song was great.
The song, man.
That song was amazing.
You made me go back and listen to it.
I did.
Before the video even
I was like, Spence, where's my jingle at for when I'm on the show? Because I'm a little jealous right now that I don't have my own jingle.
I know. You were. That's why I told Corey, I'm like, Duggar really wants me to use AI to make walk-up songs for everyone.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm here for it. Bring it on.
Yeah.
Insert
so
Duggar time somewhere.
You know what? Hey, if you make your own AI walk-up intro song, I will play it for you. I promise. Deal?
All right. Dunzo.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll do it. I'm sure we can figure out how to do that. Since all I had to do was click an arrow to show the whole screen. It can't be that hard to do an intro song.
Oh no, I'm here for it. Don't you worry about it. It's coming.
Brock,
be prepared.
It's coming. Brock, what are you doing? He's stacking. Brock hates stacking.
Brock stacking?
I know. It's crazy.
Brock, are you going to get a badge this year?
Stacking a dingers. Brock's not getting a badge this year. Brock won't get a badge for a while.
Oh, crap. I'm accidentally stacking.
That's okay. 500. That's 500 drafts, in case you didn't know. Brock. Brock didn't. I've been trying to get Brock to draft on here the last few years, and he hasn't wanted to.
That's because he's a
It's
numbers guy.
Chongo, Brad.
Brock's doing the same thing that I did when you fought me. Like, I didn't want to do
know.
this site because it seemed not as deep as what we are used to. And I was like, it's harder to get an advantage on this site versus our other sites. But now that I've played on it, and once you really understand the rules and really deep dive in the points, there's still advantages to gain.
Yeah, and the thing is it's fun. It's fun, and you can click and join a draft anytime. Look what we're doing.
Okay.
We're sitting here having fun
say
talking,
that.
drafting.
What time did I tell you the other day I was driving to work?
4 a.m.
It was 4 o'clock in the morning, and I did a draft. Because why? Why not?
Yeah, 4 a.m. You're going to work. You clicked in, boom, instant draft filled. That was in one of those bunts, wasn't it? Or was it a dinger?
No, it's a bunt.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Which is gone, by the way. Boom, done, gone.
Just seeing what Bobby said. Bobby Boucher.
Yeah, just come draft the dinger, win one. Hey, absolutely, it's easy. All you got to do is draft a winning team. It's not that hard. I mean, just draft good players. Come on, guys.
I mean, in fairness, I did it with 8 drafts. I got top 3.
You did.
And I drafted a bunch more, and guess what, guys? Didn't get top 3. I'm coming back for it.
One thing I will tell you, this is actually a good point. I've not really talked about this a lot. So, whenever I became like a Mondo insane drafter on Underdog, it was in 2022 for football. And I did that year like 300 or 400 drafts. Well, then the next year in 23, I thought that I could outdraft. If I just drafted more, then I would have a better chance. So I drafted like 900 teams in football in all these different tournaments in 2023. And I had just the exact same advance rate as I did the year before. And then in 2024, you remember, I know you don't, I won't say, do you remember, Duggar? I'll just tell you and then it'll jog your memory. In 2024, I'm still talking about football. I wrote down, I have a notebook out there, and every time that I would draft, I would write my team down in a notebook. I was actually logging every single draft physically while I drafted or immediately after the draft. And I was doing it to have intention on what I was doing. Before, whenever I did 900, I would draft literally anytime, multi-draft, be doing things. I would draft literally anytime. As soon as I would wake up in the morning, didn't matter. And like I said, it didn't work. But I focused, I got more attention, I got better in 2024. I had more teams advance. And then last year, same thing. I put intent into everything that I did, and I had my best team finish the highest, top 10, and in a big tournament. So that's my advice for everyone is you can't out draft the thing. You may think you can by just throwing all these, but like you need to focus and be intentional with what you're doing with your lineups. That's way more important, in my opinion.
Oh, Brad, my man.
Sorry, I've been sitting here talking. I've not even looked over at Brad says, oh, I see. Yep, he did a card draft in honor of Duggar. Still trying to find out if a full dynasty league for baseball. Can't find one anywhere. Dave, if we got any spots open, I will let you know in dynasty. Currently, right now, our dynasty doesn't have an open spot. However, you never know before we get things going if someone has a last minute dropout. So I will let you know.
So I will say, guys, you guys getting on here and giving Spencer a platform is probably bad for all of us because Spencer does so many of these. He's literally bored himself out over the years on drafts sometimes where he had to get so creative where he's like, all right, give me 3 teams. All right, I'm going to look up the 1986 World Series and who was in the playoffs in the AL East, and I'm only drafting these teams. He's done that.
So to be fair, let's be fair. And I appreciate you telling the story because yes, I have. But it's in the time frame of that was going from 22 to 23 whenever I had been doing so many football drafts. And literally I did baseball with no intention in that first year in 2022 that I started doing baseball on here. And it's whenever I was doing all these you know what I mean? So like that's what I would do. This was before I got you into here. And I would just sit and draft crazy stacks that made no sense just for fun.
You would literally do it just for fun.
Oh, Duke, glad to see you're going to get in the next one. I am wearing a jersey. Yep, this is in honor of Duggar, who normally wears his baby blue Cardinals jersey. Because Duggar either has a Cardinals jersey that's a baby blue Willie McGee, just like this, or an Adam Archuleta Rams jersey, and he will always wear one of those two to every draft that we do.
I'm representing. I'm being a homer. I'm being a fake teammate. I don't really like them. I just bought a shirt.
Who is it? I couldn't tell. You're too small on my computer screen.
Indiana, baby.
Oh, gross. Ugh. And you went to Purdue today? Did you wear that? You didn't wear that, did you?
I stood in the middle of the court and I went, Hoosiers. I almost got kicked out.
Dude, you are an a-hole. I could sock you one right in the kisser. Listen, one of these days, Duggar. One of these days.
Yep. See, Brad sees it. Brad saw it.
I will say this. I will be all about Mendoza and Brock Bowers stacks here coming up soon in a few months.
There you go. Brock's here for it.
Brock's a Raiders fan. Brock's a Raiders fan. So he's always been a
Indiana fan my whole life, not just because they won this year.
And because you just moved to Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with it.
Nothing.
Useless if he gets arrested. Yeah, let's hope he doesn't. Oh, I was about to make a Henry Ruggs joke. I probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
I'll just stop myself. If anyone knows what Henry Ruggs did, I'll just leave it there at that. Okay, you've got 6 outfielders, Duggar. You're up. What are you doing? You're 3-3-6.
Give me some. Like as tempting as Snell is, and I love his talent. You know, I've loved Blake Snell forever. It's just a team he plays for. Only going to get one rotation through the week. I'm just going to take the upside on Schittler.
Yeah, why not? And I mean, honestly, the thing is with Snell is we know he's always hurt too. It's probably a good fall right here, though. This is a good ADP
It's a
fall.
Great pick. It's just I'm not going to have a ton of them. I have
right.
some. I'm just not going to have a
ton. So I've got a 4-3-5. So I mean, I could take the Snell, but I think I'm going to pass too. You know, the most common pick here of mine is Marcus Semien. Yep. I'm not doing really much of any sort of stack thing, but he would pair with Lindor, and there's at least one other Met that I know I wouldn't mind taking later, so I'm going to do it. I probably have too much Semien, but it is what it is. Billy says Hope Mendoza has the Max Crosby aesthetic arc. Yeah. Hey, I heard Max Crosby is going to want to get traded. Here we are talking freaking football, but boy, it's hard not to. We'll be talking a lot of football.
What are your sources on
that? What?
Brock.
Say who? What? Oh, Brock Bowers just got a Turkish haircut. Twitter. It's got to be all over Twitter. Come on. Brock. Brad said, "Am I blind or did Brock say he's stacking and he has legit 2 Royals?" Stacking is 2, right?
Hey, for Brock, that's stacking.
That's stacking. Okay, we're coming back to us. Or to me, sorry, and to us at the turn, Bobby and Brad. All right, we all got similar builds. Bobby with 5-4-4, Brad 4-4-5, me 4-4-5. We've all passed on Blake Snell in the first go around. Let's see if all 3 of us continue to pass on Snell. Yes.
And see, here's the thing with Snell. I mean, he could be great and get you through the whole season. It just, you know, and Spencer brings this up to me way too much, and he's right. You can't just think about the playoffs. You got to get to the playoffs. Sometimes we shoot for the moon and think once we're in the playoffs, I want as many chances as I can at that final week. Doesn't matter if you don't get there. So the fact that Blake Snell's not going to get a whole lot of 2-start weeks at the end of the day, it's arm talent.
Yeah, it is. It is, but
no, I know, but he's also got that extra caveat as he does get hurt a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna. So here's the thing. I kind of like pairs. Whenever I'm not really stacking a team, I do like having multiple pairs in there. And that I just went with Christian Walker. It's kind of a second Astro, and then that again it opens up where you could take a third later. Billy says biggest single team stack you've built this year, for baseball, right? Not football. So I would say, without me looking, I wonder actually if the exposure tool shows, because I know you've got your combos. I wonder if you can see. Let me go look real quick. I was going to say probably like 7. If you include pitchers, probably 7 or 8 from the same team. That's on the high end extreme, but I've probably done it at least once. I'm on the exposures tool. I'm not specifically seeing like they have a top 4 batter stack. I don't know. I don't want to spend a lot of time over there looking while this draft is going, but I would say if it's hitters only, I've probably done 5 or 6 several times. Pitchers not included in stat count. I know. I'm just saying if you want to include pitchers,
TK, I was just trying to talk somebody else into them. It's fine.
Yeah, I know. I know. It was TK. TK took him, right?
Yeah. No, I mean seriously, could be a great pick.
No. It was money, Mike.
Snell for years. I'm staying away from Dodgers in general this year as far as pitchers go.
Bobby says drafts tab. Okay.
You are correct, Brad.
So I don't know though how to see on here like what teams I have the most of on a single team though. All right. I don't want to spend too much time on there. Bobby, you can help me with that another time, bud. I guarantee you could probably show me. You can scroll through the drafts and it shows. Okay, hold on. Gosh dang it. You can scroll through the drafts and it shows the stacked teams on each with number. Oh, I see. Okay, well, I have way too many drafts to go through. I do see what you're saying, though. I see that right there. So if I just went through a couple recents. All right, I'm up. I can't do that right now. Okay. This is where I could go with a 5-5-5 start if I want to go ahead and grab another pitcher. I think I'm going to. This is a good Eovaldi spot. Man, Duggar, did you hear stuff about Stanton?
Did I what?
So this is what came out about Stanton, okay? So Stanton apparently is playing, right? Like he's not going to not play, he says. Like he's playing through the pain that he's in. But apparently his elbows are so bad that Stanton can't open a bag of chips.
That seems like a problem.
Yeah, I know. So we just wanted to make Spencer scroll through 90 plus drafts and miss his pick. Of course. Thanks, Bobby. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. I almost missed it. I got there. But nonetheless, so you know how much I draft Stanton. And I gotta stop now, right? I just gotta stop. It's gotta be like where I have enough.
Probably should have stopped already. A while ago.
I know. Well, I mean, but he's one of those guys where I just like, hey, if he gets hurt, he's hurt. Whatever. I mean, I plan on him getting hurt. I just want him to be healthy at the end of the year. But with that said, I've got enough of those teams now, or I'm like, I just got to stay away. I feel, but at the same time, he's still planning on playing, and I mean, he can still swing the bat. Apparently. Brad says he couldn't tie his shoes last year. So see, he couldn't tie his shoes last year, but yet he can still crank homers. I mean, how does that make sense?
I mean,
TK11 says he should try using his hands. I can't with my elbows either.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Gosh dang it. Now I want to take him.
Do it.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm doing it.
There it is.
I can't help it. Why am I this way?
Well,
see, it's like a thing with Ben Rice. Now that's another.
It's kind of in your title of your show. You are
an
addict.
I know. The state and the headlines crack me up. Sounds like scripts from a Simpson episode. You ain't kidding. Witt, Vinny P, Cags, Garcia, and Collins. I know Duggar has a lot of those. Don't you, Duggar?
I do.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
I think my one I did the other night, just to kind of troll Brock while he was on, I think I did a full 2-team stack with one infielder and one outfielder non-stacked. The rest of the team was stacked, including pitching. I took all the Reds -1 because Brock took them.
Oh man, so it's so funny. I just thought of you just right before this, whenever I was listening to Sheep and Paul and that one before this, because Paul said specifically, because they had drafted Hunter Green, and he was brought up the Reds pitching staff, and he's like, the Reds, we could stack the Reds pitching staff. He's like, I know it's gross even saying those words, but and I'm like, yeah, no, I hear you. We said the same thing. It's really weird, but the Reds pitching is somewhat attractive, and Duggar has not been afraid to do it.
No. But in fairness, everything Brock was saying during your stream, I was doing the opposite just to troll him. And I liked my team.
I liked how it turned out too. And then, but speaking of Brock says really no reason the Dodgers to throw Snell 120 plus innings when they've got Justin Wroblewski sitting right there. No kidding. You know what? Actually, truth be told, I saw Gavin Stone's back, and I saw him pitch the other day. Gavin Stone, hey, that might be something interesting. Who knows? I mean, he's not going to get a job right out of the gates. All right, Duggar. Billy says Chase Burns 2027 Cy Young. Not 2026, 2027. I like that more, Billy. I agree. This is a growing year, and the next year he can break out. I'll be in on drafting him next year. All right, Chongo. What you going to do? What did you do, Duggar? Who'd you take? I missed it.
Keachel. Yep.
Oh, nice. Yep. I also drafted him last night. Again, to me, Nico Horner 2.0.
Yeah. He's gonna have some real world baseball stats that don't look like they're gonna factor for this site, but I think they'll matter.
I was gonna say, Brad, you bite your tongue. I know you typed it and didn't say it, but you bite your fingers because there will be a season next year. Do not put that voodoo on us. All right. They've got to. I will be. Oh, I can't even think about that. All right. Let's. You know what? I'm going to use this opportunity to take later pictures. That's something. Oh crap! No, I'm not. I just got autoed. Okay. Well, never mind. Shane Smith. Oh, it is what it is. I'll tell you. You know what? I don't have much. How many of these
have you done again?
Let's go see. How many? This is number 98 right here. Next one will be 99.
Amateur.
Shane Smith. 3.6%. You know what? I needed that. Thank you, draft. I appreciate that. They help force my hand, and I'll take it.
Sure.
Brock Mallrat's going to make it through the lockout? I don't know, buddy. I'm not sure. We'll all be here drafting MPB baseball. Don't worry. I would if they had it. Have fun drafting him round 4 next year after a strong 150. Yeah, no, I could absolutely see that. I mean, there's all these pitchers, all these young pitchers that could break out. I'm all aboard the Nolan McClain train. I have been this whole time. Toot, toot, baby.
Toot, toot.
I drafted him last night, and in that auction last night, I'm like, I don't know. You probably didn't see what he did yesterday, Duggar, but yesterday in spring training, he had an absolute monster of a game, and in 4 innings. but still,
Are we talking about Chase Burns?
Chase Burns. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. No, not. I was picking. So no, Nolan McLean. I'm talking about Nolan McLean. And so he had a monster of a game yesterday. Looked awesome in 4 innings. And then I had that auction last night, and I'm like, great. Here I am. I knew that this was going to be a big target of mine, and it was the day of him having his first spring training start. So, Brock, talk Brad out of drafting Jose Soriano, please. And at least I didn't get autoed with Santander. You are very right, Dave. Very, very true. If I'm going to get autoed, it might as well be someone that I don't mind to be autoed with. But I did get Nolan McLean. I spent 17, and I was planning on spending like 14. So I did have to pay a little bit of a price. I need more Chase Burns in my life, though, and Mizorowski. I've talked about that. In my final 50, I need to make a concerted effort. I have raised them more in this second 50, but in my final 50, I got to raise those 2 guys up. Chase Burns. 5% Chase Burns and 4% Jacob Mizorowski. And I think I was at 0 of them in my first 50 draft exposures, or one, maybe 1 share. So anyway. And Brock says, I can't. I like him. Got unlucky last year, but walk rate went way up. Well, you know what? Brad, have fun. Keep drafting Jose Soriano. Here's a reason not to like him. He's an Angels pitcher.
Well,
is that enough? No, I mean, honestly, he's worth throwing a dart at. I mean, I'm down for it. I'm about to throw at least 1, if not 2 darts in this. No, I'm going to throw 1 because the Shane Smith. But I'm going to throw a dart. Is Jose Soriano good? I don't think, personally, I think Jose Soriano is fine. This is just how I feel. Simple argument. I think he's fine. Would I say he's above average pitcher? No. Is he a bad pitcher? No. Is he a solid enough? Is he a pitcher you can start? Yeah. That's my simple answer. But he's not like someone that I'd want to be desirable at. He has good stuff. If you look just at stuff, though, I mean, he can throw the ball almost 100. He's a guy that from a pitching ninja videos, for instance, like he's a guy that will pop with a lot of great movement. Brad says, whatever. I meant to say he's a stud. Draft Jose Soriano. He's awesome. That's what I meant to say. Andy Abbott, there's your boy.
Yeah. Roster Resource is a little laggy for me. So that's the site I like to use and believe in a lot. How are you on using them?
On what? Using who?
Roster Resource or Fangraphs.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Well, I look at it, but I mean, that's just guys guessing like us, though.
Oh, I get it. I know.
So, it's a good idea. We all look at it.
We're dumb as hell, so it is what it is.
This is what they do. Like, they are on it. Like, I think it's a guy. I've heard Rates and Barrels, or no. I've heard Sleeper in the Bust. I've heard Mason and Spore talk about because they're like a part of with the Fangraphs and the guy. And wait for my last pick and roast him, please, Spencer. All right. Billy says it chokes my computer. Yeah, actually, I pay for the freaking subscription just so that I don't get all the dang ads.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. All right, I got someone starred. We're good. I almost talked that pick away, too. But I had someone starred. Ryan Weathers.
You mother trucker.
Anyway, point is, it's just someone who's on it who like updates and puts what he thinks that it's going to be, but it's an educated guess, obviously.
No,
but it's what everyone mainly looks at. But other than Billy Jones. Brad says, Duggar, did you want Jensen? Too bad. So
Maybe.
sad. Man, Jensen, by the way, I know that you are a busy man and you're not following along with all of spring and not obsessed with looking at all of these things. But dude, Carter Jensen is crushing. He's
What?
crushing.
I'm aware.
And
Quit treating me like a simpleton, Spencer.
well,
Okay,
you're busy, okay? I know this. Every
I
time
know.
that I ask you, you're like, "Oh, I didn't see that."
That's fair.
Chongo, last pick. What's it gonna be? What was it? Oh, it was Tyler O'Neill. that was for Brad. Oh no, Veen. Brad says, "Did you see my last pick, Veen?" I did not. I missed that. Again, talked right through it. Zach Veen hit a walk-off homer today. His second homer. He's looking freaking good.
Yeah.
Round 10 by end of Dinger season. Maybe. Boys, I don't know if he winning this, but what if things keep going the way they are? What about Spencer Jones? I mean, hello. Spencer Jones might be shooting up here real soon. I think Veen's going to start getting drafted more. Y'all draft another? We sure are, Skyler. We sure are. So we got 18 people waiting, and I don't want people to have to wait forever since there were so many of us in this for me to take a long time reviewing teams, but I like to review teams for people. So you guys tell me in the chat, because I'll review teams the next draft if we want to just jump right in. So guys, type in the chat, jump right in another draft or review teams. I could still review teams while we wait if we have to wait. But yeah, you guys let me know. Brad says, do not review mine. I'm in on team jump in. Dave says review. All right. Why don't we do this? I was going to say we could see how many are in it right now, and that could help us out too. I'll take the leap. You guys don't have to. I'll take the leap. I'll see where we're at. Okay. We're at 6 more to start. We probably have more people than that waiting to jump in. So I could do a team review for a while. Let's do that. Let's do team reviews, and then whoever's on here, keep checking. And when you see this fill and we're at 10 or 11 left, let me know, and then we're going to switch over and we'll jump in. Okay, so let's switch back over to here. And Duggar, you're good to stay on, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, good deal. Team review time now.
What are y'all thoughts on the solo shot? You guys doing them now? You gonna wait as long as possible?
You asking for the people in the chat while I'm doing the review?
Just curious.
Okay, do I have the right tab pulled up? I do. I should probably remove the chat while I'm doing this, though. Can you see on your phone, Duggar?
As far as what?
The chat. So that I can turn it off the screen here like this? Okay, so let me go ahead and we'll start with TK11. Now, Duggar, you keep your eye on the chat. Let me know if anyone says, okay, we should all jump in the next one. As soon as the next one is at 10 or 11, we're going to go jump in. Okay, this is TK11's team.
If you turn the chat off, I can't see it.
I said, can you pull it up on your phone? That's what I just said. So that I could turn the chat off on here. Because you got the StreamYard on your computer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, there we go. All right. Back to TK11. So he went with a 776 build. And it's Wu, Freed, Mizorowski, Wheeler, Ranger Suarez, Horton, and
Currently
Todd.
3 more.
Okay. Will you turn the volume down on that?
Yeah, bro.
All right. Appreciate it. I could just hear myself talk. All right. Pete Alonso, Trey Turner, Bryce Terang, Okamoto, Jackson Holiday, Alec Boehm, Ryan McMahon, Judd, Rosarena, Yelich, Varsho, Kauser, Justin Crawford. All right. So this is a very solid team from top to bottom. That's why I wanted to kind of get an overview of the whole thing. I mean, the pitching staff, look at these 2 dependable arms at the top, upside of Mizorowski, the potential for Wheeler where this doesn't hurt you if he ends up being out for a while, but you have the upside for Ace Wheeler to end the season. Ranger Suarez, he's dependable arm. I like the upside of Horton. I think Taj Bradley is super interesting. Now that may be the first time I've seen Taj, and I've not heard a lot of stuff about Taj recently, as far as like if he's looking really good in the spring or anything so far. So that I find that one very interesting. Pete Alonso, Trey Turner, Terang, Akamoto, Holiday, Bowman, McMahon. Again, getting a McMahon share in there. Did you have Yankees? You did. So you got a pair or in there with Judge. I see you got the big dip on Jackson Holiday, the 170 ADP, or 142 ADP, 170 pick. So that's really awesome. Yeah, and your outfield is really good, and I like how you took the swing with Justin Crawford. I know Brock would like that too. He did that the other night. All right, Dave, let's look at yours. Dave went with a 7.76. Both Hunters again. You did that the other day. Robbie Ray, Edward Cabrera. Oh man, Edward Cabrera looked good today in his first 4 innings. I saw that. I love seeing that. Jack Leiter. I see you're jumping my boys here, but I like that. You went up on them like 20 ADP picks, but both those pitchers I like a lot. And then Seth Lugo and Waka at the end. Very interesting with the extremely rare or barely drafted Lugo and Waka. Austin Riley, Bregman, the Contreras brothers. I love that. Will Smith, Brendan Donovan, and JJ Otherholt.
Join.
All right, everyone. Let's join.
Oh, crap. Location there. I'll do it from my phone.
All right. Yep. 9 more to start. I'm in. Okay. Riley, this is a great infield. Great infield, Dave. Julio, James Wood, Jaron Duran, Caglione, Abreu, and of course you did get Jordan Walker, because of course you did. But Dave, this is your best team I've seen you draft,
thanks,
my friend.
Brad, by the way.
Really good. What, Duggar?
I was saying thanks, Brad. He was the guinea pig.
Oh, okay. Got you. Yep. Thanks, Brad. Appreciate that. Brad said don't review his team. Bobby Boucher. Oh, who was that pick 4? That was two in the thoughts. All right. He went with a 6.77. Scooble, Webb, Pavetta, Bubba Chandler, Carlos Rodon, and Quinn Priester. Great pitching staff. I love the upside. I think that my only takeaway is whenever I draft Rodon or Garrett Cole or Zach Wheeler, I usually like them to be 7 pitcher builds. But the comeback to that is you've got Scooble and Logan Webb, who are about as dependable as you can get. So, I think 4 or 6 pitcher build, taking that risk with Rodon is worth it for this team. So I like it. And then Olson, Seager, Dansby, Ozzie Albies, Baldwin, Stott, and Berger. So obviously we see the Atlanta thing. This is a super solid infield. When you're doing an Atlanta stack, that's one of the main reasons to take Albies and Baldwin, in my opinion. And yep, you got Acuna. So Ian Happ, Buxton, Adele, Rafaela, Frelick, and Wallner. I love every single one of these outfielders, although I've not been taking Rafaela. However, I have been second guessing myself on my lack of interest in Rafaela, because I have a lot of interest in him in Roto. What, Duggar?
Connor Griffin just went at 120 in Brock's DC.
Oh, in a DC. Wow. All right. So let's see who else here. So we had me, Duggar, Brad. Brad doesn't want his team. Did I look at Bobby? I don't think I looked at Bobby's. He went with a 6.77. Skeens, Framber, Luzardo, Alcantara, Flaherty, and Boyd. We're still at 1 more to start, guys. So we'll be starting soon. Neto, Michael Bush, Connor Griffin. You did the Connor Griffin at 110 jump. I missed that when we were going. Oh man, look at the upside of this infield. The White Sox stack of Mooney and Montgomery, Jacob Wilson, Brandon Lau, Rooker, Seiya, Soderstrom, Trout, Soler, Josh Lowe. Oh man, Yaz. Oh bro, Bobby, I knew every time. I don't need to look at your teams to know you're going to have good teams. That was an awesome team.
You're a B.
Oh, I got pick number 1. Oh, look at the first 4 picks. Okay, let's go. All right, that was good. I know
my team chop liver.
Well, the new draft has started, Duggar.
I'm just kidding. I don't want to look at it anyway.
Well, we could go back at the end, buddy.
No, we're good.
Okay. Draft board. Share this tab. All right.
And I did catch Bobby saying he's waiting as long as possible for drafting solo.
Okay. All right. Skylar, I'm Skynuts. I got pick 12. This is my first 112. All right, Skylar, nice to have you in here, buddy. 112, I call that the sweet, sweet turn, although usually it's not very sweet. So we've got Brad at 2, Dave at 3, TK11 at 4, Young Chuck at 6, Bobby at 7, Duke Dean at 9, you at 11, Skynuts at 12, and then so anyone else in here? Oh yeah, B-Rand. I was at 1. Might be the worst team I've drafted. Well, I thought you might have been in here, Peter Rand. So, well, I didn't review yours either. We could go back. We could go back if we want at the end of this. But we will review these teams once we get to the end. And yeah, if there's anyone else, the streamer look, I know, Bobby. What can I say? And anyway, anyone else that's in this wants me to review your team at the end, let me know, because I know I recognize a couple other of these names with you guys. Junior SB, are you in here, buddy? Are you one of these teams in here? So I'm still getting used to everyone's handles and then also the names in the chat. No need to review. It's garbage. All right. Didn't make it. I'm dingered out. Gotcha. All right. Well, glad to have you in here with us, bud.
Hey,
all right. Yes, sir.
Put your comments back on.
Thank you. You know what? I want to try something real quick. Oh, okay. All right. And then, so I can choose how long it's up there. So I've seen this on others where like, it's like this, it comes up on the screen and then it goes away. I had never tried that. It's very easy. Just like
like an arrow?
Just an arrow, just a big arrow. Whoa, that is big. Okay, so there's probably a way to change the size of that. Let's see.
That's what she said.
She did. Let's see here. There's also a way that I can ban users and delete their comments. Ooh, I do not want to do that. Do not want to do that.
See what Billy Jones show just said?
Nope. Did you see Connor Griffin now has 1,000-point projection on the app? I did not. Very interesting. And then Robbie says that's average. Oh, wait, that's average. What are we talking about? Oh, I see. Brad says, man, Jason. No, I don't plan on it. Don't plan on it. Okay, back to this draft here. Now, what happens if I'm just playing around with hitting some of these buttons that I really have never hit whenever we're okay, so that kind of makes us disappear there. Remove from stage. Okay. All right, I'm not going to mess around with buttons anymore while we're in the middle of the draft. See, Spencer, before you read that, you could pop it up. Yeah, that is cool. I mean, like I said, I've seen that on others, like just with sheep just a second ago.
So
but plenty of others.
Flashing Jordan Walker up on the screen like every 30 seconds.
I'm sure that there's a way that I can that I just don't know yet, because I'm pretty sure I'm using the same streaming software that they are.
I enjoyed that the other night.
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah. And like I would love to have little video and clips like that or GIFs or something to like randomly when we're talking to pop up. One of these days, Duggar, one of these days.
Yeah. Straight to the moon.
Okay. Coming back to my pick at the turn. All right. Yeah, I'm excited for episode 2 on Sunday too, Billy. Okay. Dang, I was about to say, ooh, do I take the Nick Kurtz fall? So obviously what I want to do here is Pete Alonso crochet, and that's probably what I'm going to do. I've done so many different Otani teams at this point, I feel like. Yeah. Pete Alonso. Oh, actually, you know what? I got just a second. Exposers. Dinger. Search Otani. Definitely glad I drafted Pete Alonso. I've taken Crochet 35% of the time with Shohei. Wyatt Langford 0. Wyatt Langford 0. Boom. I'm glad I checked that. All right. So I had 0 Langford with Shohei in the dinger. And I also had 0 Pete Alonso with Shohei. So that was actually perfect. That couldn't have worked out
just a
better.
travesty, Spence.
What is?
Having that low shares of Petey.
That with Otani.
Well, yeah, that would be the assumption since you've already drafted him.
That's what I was just going to look up. Who had I drafted with Otani? Overall, I mean, I do need more shares of Pete Alonso overall. Let's go see. So overall, I'm at 5%, and yeah, I do want more than that. Brad says taking Wyatt is criminal to do in front of me. Hey, it's the exposure's fault, Brad. I was about to click Crochet. What time is that? You guys must have flowed tonight. So tonight, before this, Bjorn, it was Sheep that drafted with Paul over on Stacking Dingers, and Sunday at 8 Central, as Brad said, is whenever Jason and Brad draft a dinger is going to be. Okay, let me get back into this here. So, because I've really hardly even looked at this draft board while we're going. I don't even know what you've done, Duggar. Let's go look.
I went double infield, something I don't normally do, but God, it's a fun start if I can get my outfield right.
It is a very fun start. So for multiple drafts now in a row, back-to-back drafts, you're making yourself uncomfortable and taking heavier infield. And boy, you're almost forced to here with Olsen and Jr. falling to you, are you not? Or are you just going to say screw it?
So, yeah, I am. I'm going to see what happens.
Yeah, see what happens. I mean, honestly, kind of go against the room every once in a while. You just obviously know that you're going to have to put an extra pressure on outfield coming up soon. But
you could even. I waited in the last draft. I still walked away with 6 outfielders. So.
Yeah, and this one maybe you take 7. Maybe this is a 7-6-7. That would make sense with these 3 good infielders at the top. And honestly, let's see what Skynuts does for you here. He may force your hand even more. I'm interested to see what you're going to do, what button you're going to click here in just a second.
I know, Brad. I know. I'm a sucker.
I got Matt Olson last night in that auction for $19. That felt like a great price. Yeah, dude, you have to. You have to. This is going to be a combo that like no one else hardly has.
Yeah, Caminero over Lindor.
I mean, well, that would be what I would do. You do you, I guess, right? I mean, even with Lindor, that's still an incredibly rare.
Oh, here we go, boys. Buckle up, buckaroo.
Buckle up, buckaroos. Do 7-6-7. Do something crazy.
It's absolutely going to be a 6 infield build for sure.
Do a 7-5-8, Duggar.
I mean, I might, but honestly, I still think 7-6-7 is probably the right way to go.
Yeah,
push infield till my last 2 picks.
But still, you could go crazy. Let's say another like insanely good infielder fell to you. Take a 5th and then be done, and do this where you close out pitcher and outfield. It doesn't happen.
That's true.
Do something crazy.
I mean, I'm doing enough of these. I do need to mix it up.
I wish I knew exactly which number this was for you, since this is number 99 for me. 99. Duggar, you're supposed to call 99 back, bro.
Oh, damn it. It's the 2 hours of sleep thing. Blame that.
We'll blame that. TK11 says, I think I only have one junior share. 12 just bullied. Yep, sure did. Click on your account and it'll show edit handle. Oh, okay. Can you change your handle on here? How? 100 has to be a special stream, right? So what I'm definitely going to be doing is I'm going to do 100 shares review, Billy. So Tomorrow, though, there's a chance. I'll see. My plan was to draft my 100th and then make my video of the 100 shares. But you saying that, maybe I do. Maybe I do just pop in, and I might just do a random pop in tomorrow night at some point. Just go live just randomly, and if you catch it, you catch it, and do my 100th, and then make
what
that
you're
video.
saying is I need to start on my theme song now.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
No, I'm saying what I'm so for it to be a crazy random thing as a special just tomorrow night. If I feel up to it, just jump in and do one. I don't think anyone is streaming tomorrow. Maybe I will. As well do 3 nights in a row. I'm not doing anything. I might. All right, I'll probably do it. We'll see. And I almost just got autoed, and I'm going to. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. We're going to go with a very strong outfield. I'm going to pull my Otani dinger thing back up so I can see again who I've been taking with him. I went heavy outfield, which is nice with Teoscar, but I knew I was going to have a lot of him. 28%. I had 0% Jazz with Shohei. I should have taken Jazz. Oh well. Elimination Chamber is tomorrow. Oh man, yeah, Elimination Chamber is tomorrow. Well, dang it. I've not watched wrestling in years, guys, years. Our buddy Corey, who's on here, and Blake, Corey and Blake, who come on here with me, they both love wrestling. They watch wrestling all the time. I bet Blake will be watching the Elimination Chamber tomorrow. Corey, though,
the one year we did a draft to WrestleMania was
drafting. Oh, that was incredible. Was it WrestleMania or was it Royal Rumble?
Royal Rumble. You're right.
Yeah, I think it was Royal Rumble, but we had a draft one year. I wonder what year that was. God, that was a long time ago. Probably like 2011 or 2012.
I don't even watch wrestling. Right? One of the best drafts we ever had.
Oh, that was such a fun draft. Brock, do you remember? You probably don't remember. If Corey was on here, he would remember. I guarantee that.
You know who remembers?
Petridge Farm.
Yeah.
Okay, Duggar. Starting off with Profar. Hey, you know what? You could have a worse outfield one. Profar's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's not a great outfield one, but I'm saying it could be worse. 'Twas WrestleMania. Brock says it was WrestleMania. Okay, yeah, so it was. It wasn't a Rumble.
Don't make me doubt myself, Spencer.
Well, you could have corrected me and been like, "No, idiot." See, Brock says, "See, Royal Rumble's in January, noobs." See, you could have just owned me like Brock did.
Yeah, boy.
Again, Duggar, 3 hours of sleep. Profar Trout. What?
Yeah. Well, I'm drafting 7 to 8, so might as well.
Absolutely. Brad, I did learn technology. Yep, now Brad's handle is the same on here. Great. Love it. So you can change your handle on here. That honestly, if guys did that would help me a ton. Brad, I already knew you, so but still. And anyway, back to the wrestling. So what Corey was telling me, and I don't know if you know this now, Duggar, but apparently you can't don't. No, I know. You can't just watch, because I wouldn't. I know, because Corey told me. You can't just watch wrestling now. It used to, you could either have like the WWE network, and then they went to Netflix, I think. But like now, I think he said it's like Peacock. You have to have ESPN Plus. Maybe it was Peacock, and now it's ESPN.
Guy that would put you in the corner and put his ass in your face for his finishing move. That was great.
Oh, Yokozuna.
There it is.
Yeah. I used to be a wrestling fan. One of my memories popped up not that long ago, 20 years ago. It was in 2006. It was in February of 2006. SmackDown was in Carbondale at the SIU Arena.
I knew that didn't sound right, Spencer. You are dumb.
Okay, Rikishi. Didn't.
Thanks, Dave.
That was from the 90s. Okay. Isn't he from the 90s? I'm pretty sure that he's from the 90s. Yokozuna. Am I wrong? Am I wrong on this? Is that not the big Asian guy that would also sit on people's faces with his butt? Or was there multiple of them? I don't know.
Oh, what are we doing? What is happening?
I don't know. I'm talking about wrestling, and it's my pick.
Little Basil Hayden tonight, Brock.
All right. I went ahead and grabbed Cole Reagan's. Oh, yeah. Need to consult exposures. All right. Sorry. Back to this. I'm not going Chris Sale. I've got him so much with Shohei.
All right. So you weren't completely wrong, Spence.
I have 0 Michael Harris with Shohei. Boom. There it is. Now I've got a very strong outfield. I'm like doing anti what you are in this. Okay. I'm back to the comments now. All right. Yoko squash people. Yes. Okay. All right. Yeah. I bet you forgot about Val Venus too. Yeah, sure did.
Nice, bro. I got the subtle smoke tonight.
Are you talking about bourbon over there?
Nope.
What is it? Bourbon? What? I don't know. I don't know what a knot is.
Just talking to Brock. Well, Basil Hayden tonight.
I don't know what that is, Duggar. What is Basil Hayden?
Yes, that would be bourbon.
How hard is that? How hard is that? I've never heard of it.
Well, sorry for you.
Anyway, it was amazing that 2006 SmackDown, because in that I went with Corey, and I got me and him. We got front row seats because I won at Buffalo Wild Wings. They had this WWE SmackDown versus Raw Xbox tournament, and we both went. I got picked, and I went to the finals. I got second, but I still got front row seats, and it was amazing. We got to see like Rob Van Dam was there, Kane was there, Kennedy was there. A bunch of people were there that night. It was awesome. Bobby Lashley.
All right, Skynuts, you can't screw me this time. I don't even know if you did last time. I'm just saying.
He didn't. Okay. But because he went with the outfield. But you got Cags. You got him. He's coming home.
He's coming home.
Corey is Catgate. Yes. Corey, a.k.a. Catgate.
That's my favorite 10 minutes of your stream so far.
That was funny.
Half of your stream is literally running around their house. Shut up, cat.
Yep, Brad, Brock, Hero, Duggar, Bestie, Corey, Catgate. There you go. All right, Bestie, what you doing here?
Oh, man. I know you've been going Marcy.
Marcy.
Obviously, been with all these upside picks. I need a boring guy. Give me some Quan. I know you hate it, but I don't care.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Quan there's fine for you. You do. You're going to be, especially draft 8 of them. I mean, even if you go with 7, still, I think Quan's fine for this team. You're going to need people that score points for you and get you by. Yeah. Alec Thomas just went at 82 in this draft. Did that just happen?
What?
He did. Bert Minotti. I wonder if that maybe he put him in his. I bet he put him in his queue though.
Yeah.
I bet that was an auto. That was a queue. That was a yeah. Because he had Carroll and Marte and Perdomo. Yeah, that was an auto, a queue auto there. I guarantee it. That's happened to me so many times in football. My app froze. Yep, absolutely, buddy. I knew that exactly. As soon as you see a pick like that, there's 100%. That's what happens. That's Duggar. How many times has that happened? Whenever me and you have been drafting together, I could, no telling.
Well, even worse when you think you have your queue set up and they're not in the right order, and you're like, I got them in my queue. It's fine.
And yeah. Forgot you had thrown someone down there at the top, so you intentionally leave it, but then you still get the person that You still get Alec Thomas? Yep. Yeah, bro. This is going to be an interesting build. I am really into it. Let's see. I got to go back to exposures. Bo Bichette, I didn't have much of. William Contreras, 21%. CJ Abrams, 0% with Shohei. Because, yeah, I don't draft much CJ Abrams. So, boom, there we go. Exposures just won that pick as well. Okay. And Brad, I'm sure you weren't going to take him. So, start auto, that hurts. Yeah, bud. Yep. So, yeah, it's happened. Duggar, I remember one time in particular that I was on the phone with Duggar and we were drafting a football team. And I was in the drive-thru at Wendy's. And I had been drafting like the perfect stack.
Perfect.
It was like every pick fell to me. And we were down to, it was like round, I want to say it was like 15. And all of a sudden, my data just stopped working while I was in line at Wendy's. It was just like this like spot right in the Wendy's line. And I'm like, what is happening? And I'm talking with him and he's like, well, bud, I'm sorry. I'm like, I'm getting autoed. This is crazy. And of course, it was people that I had starred for round 20 who went in round 14 or 15 or whatever. And but this has happened so much. It's just that one always stands out. With you, it's happened so much whenever like you've been at work and you will be going and we're talking where you're on your AirPods and you're so Duggar is he works now for the higher ups because Duggar is king of HR for Kroger, if people didn't know.
I used to be.
But Duggar works for Kroger. He used to manage a store, and back when he would manage a store and he'd be always having to do these walks and constantly be walking around and looking at shelves. And the whole time while we would be drafting, so he would keep his phone, he would make a pick, phone back down, work on shelves, answer people's questions, would be in the middle of talking and be like, yes, no, I can tell you what aisle that's in. Good times, Duggar.
Way to throw me under the bus there, Spence. Appreciate it. As I write all my associates up for wearing AirPods on the floor.
So, well, hey, that's your problem, not mine.
So, in fairness, that's not when I was in the store. That's when I was on staff, so I wasn't attached to a store.
Still, a lot of autos happened then.
Well, they did.
Strider again. I knew it.
Can't help it.
Before, as soon as I looked over, before the second that, it was like, you're taking Strider again.
Aren't you glad I didn't take him first?
Yeah, I am glad. But you could have, because Skynuts, he wasn't going to take one anyway. He went double infield. All right. Now, what's your build as we sit?
2-4-4.
2-4-4. Okay. So 2-4-4. Are you still leaning 7-6-7? The way that it's looking now that we're about halfway through?
Yeah, just because Profar and Trout and Cags is a start. I like all of them individually, but I don't love them as my core three.
Mm-hmm. So
listen, Brock, stop it, okay? Quit talking real life. It is what it is. Have you seen his thighs? His quads are amazing.
They are really big. Really big. Okay, I've taken 0 Mizorowski with Shohei. So this first one's going to be Mizorowski. I have him starred with no one above him in my tier.
In fairness, my ownership shares of Strider are actually pretty low.
I've taken 0% Gavin Williams with Shohei. 0% Dansby with Shohei. All right, Dansby or Gavin Williams. They're going to be what I do to mix up. Let's go Gavin Williams. There's going to be plenty of infielders that I'll be fine with later, of course, as we always talk about. Okay, back over there.
I'm sitting at a 11% share on Strider, so he's not crazy.
No, that's not crazy, but that's also because I have been trying to talk you off a ledge for a long time now. Because at one point, if we would have looked maybe about a month ago, that number was probably like 40%.
I went out. Shut up.
Yeah, exactly. Brock says they're hiding that velo on the backfields, bro. I mean, it's probably true.
It probably is.
We've
But
talked about this.
what if it's
I But what if it's not? I really do. I want Strider to be that good. I just don't believe in it. And he's got to show me. He's got to show me before I do anything. I was going to say, by the way, Brad, nice Chase Burns pick. I was I was like, oh, I was just saying I need more Burns and Mizorowski. I was going to double tap them. Nope. Take the 2027 Cy Young winner. All right, now what are you looking at, Duggar? We're coming back to you. How are you going to go here? You savage? That's the classic Duggar pick.
I mean,
or are you going to mix it?
That's what I've been doing.
It's not a bad fall for Bradish.
I know. We'll see what the Burt Illuminati does. So I am going to take a Bradish because I don't have much of him at all. I was all over him a few years ago, and I know he's kind of hot and again. I just haven't been doing it. But I need to. I need to have a couple shares.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, and then Skynuts is about to come right back around to you. So, are you going to go with a 4-4-4, or are you going to go with another outfield?
Knowing I got strong, take a chance on this guy. Knowing I'm going to only go 6, so he's my upside play.
Even though you said earlier that you're going to wait till the final 2 rounds to
Listen, just because I say it doesn't mean I'm going to do it.
I know. Trust me, I know this. Brock says just took Seager over him at 122 in a DC, so that says a lot, I think. 2 picks after Connor. Yep. Dave's bet says, how many people live around our area, Spence? It would be kind of cool if you could get a group together in person, maybe for your 150. Dave Betts, is this Dave Isaacs? Did you change your handle on here? Because wasn't it different earlier? Or am I wrong? Let me scroll back up here. Yeah, so you did change it because it didn't say that before. I just wanted to make sure because that just threw me off.
You don't have to live near each other. I drive 4 hours home for
Duggar used to live here in Marion, and Duggar lives in Louisville now. Brock lives in Carterville. Corey lives in St. Louis. But we usually do get together for our drafts.
Way to dox me, bro.
You're welcome. You don't actually live in Louisville, so it's not like I said your home address, Duggar.
I know. I'm just giving a shit out.
So, but what I was about to say is Dave, yeah, if we end up having a spot, like I said, in the league, I'll let you know. I'll know that soon because we're getting the ball rolling on that. Okay. All right. Now, this is probably, I'm looking, Duggar. I'm trying to do, okay, Cam Schlittler, I have 0% of with Shohei. I'm trying to do, I have so many Shohei teams. I'm trying to be smart here. And for pick team number 99, change my exposures, okay? My Shohei exposures. I have 0% Bybee with him as well, as opposed to 43% Bubba Chandler. So, wow. Bybee, it is.
What are you doing? That's even too much for me.
Duggar, again, I'm talking about on my Shohei teams. These are Shohei teams.
I'm listening to you, dude. I get it.
So I need a pitcher here in this round. You know I like Bubba. And again, if I have Shohei, I'm trying to build the best rosters I can.
Okay.
I'm only changing it up right now because this is my 99th one, and I need to do that. So many Shohei. Yeah, well, I know. I can't help it. I can't help it, okay? As Brad says, it's that It's that streamer love. Here, look. 13 times. And at least one of these twos, which are 11, one or two of these, Judge went one, and I got Shohei there. So, yeah, I've got a lot of Shohei.
By the way, Dave was talking about for your 150, trying to do as many people actually in person, not for a home week.
Oh, gotcha. Well, we don't have to. We could have multiple people on the screen here. We can all be
why be in person? We can do it on a computer.
I'm just saying. I mean, we could have everyone at my house. This is where we normally draft.
We could go bowling and have margaritas.
We so could. And anyone else who wants to drive here to Southern Illinois, come on down. The more, the merrier. The more, the merrier. Okay, back to you. Now, what are you doing, Mr. Murakami?
Shit balls. I really want to be dumb and take Jackson Holiday, but
I know you do.
But I'm not going to.
TK11 says, did someone say margaritas? We used to
bowling.
And bowling. We used to have a bowling alley in this town. We haven't for a long time now.
Are they putting one in the old mall?
There's one in Carterville. They are. Yeah, they're redoing the mall with all sorts of stuff. And yeah, there's going to be a bowling alley in there. But remember Margarita Wednesday nights, Duggar, at Tequila's? Oh, that was the best.
Oh, yeah.
Like $1. They were like $1 or $1.99 margaritas.
They were 99 cents, and you got it with a side of food poisoning, so it was great.
That was a big Wednesday night trip for a long time, many years. Okay. Sal Frelick, outfield, pitcher, or just go ahead and take another infield.
It's so hard. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Bite it.
I didn't do it.
Oh, you took a pitcher.
Yeah.
At least you fought the urge, bud. I'm proud of you.
I know.
I'm proud of you. Them towers at La Fiesta is where it's at. I've not actually been to the new La Fiesta since they built the new place.
There's a new place?
Yeah. It's the old Pizza Hut.
What?
Yeah. The old Pizza Hut is now La Fiesta. Welcome to Southern Illinois news, everyone.
What else has changed?
A lot. You've been gone for 2 years. A lot's changed, bro.
That's fair.
Wait,
no, I have eaten there. It's weird.
Oh, you have? You've been in town and gone there since they moved there? Well, and you just now remembered? I'm going to say, okay, we'll call it the 2 hours of sleep and 6 hours of driving today.
There you go. It's La Fiesta Strip Club. It is now, Brad.
And they've got the best Mexican food, bro.
Nothing like getting that cheese dip at the strip club.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. First pick is in. Now let's check out Sal Frelick. I know Ramon Laureano is going to be 0% because he's already so low. But Sal Frelick, where are you at? Sal Frelick. 6.5. Oh, that's overall. Dang it. 4%. Okay. I'm going to go Ramon Laureano. Oh, I got it at the last second because I knew that I have almost none of him, and I definitely had 0 of him with Shohei. Okay. I'm doing pretty good building this, like, I call it like an anti-Shohei build compared to my normal teams. And I don't hate this build. It's not too shabby. Other than Teoscar, who I had on 30% of Shohei builds. Not too shabby. I just looked at the strip club comment again and it made me chuckle. So how many people are in this? We've got a good number of teams to go through and review here at the end. I'm looking forward to this. Most of us are in here. I'm not even paying attention to what other people are doing, so we'll see once we get there.
enough towers, and maybe it could be
right
you
here
are
where we're at. This is a pretty well, okay. I'm just not going to say you're up in 2 picks. Let me keep my big mouth shut. Yeah, that's why I was going to say this is a really good fall for Freelick.
Yeah, I was going to take if he was there.
All right, now what are you going to do, Duggar?
Well, it's not my pick yet, so don't worry about
it. Structure, what do you think matters most? Structure, ranks, player takes, stacking, playoffs. Honestly, it all matters, Brad, to be truthful with you. I really do. And like for me, I draft differently, and Duggar too, and some of you guys I know, we draft kind of a little more crazy because we're drafting so many teams and we are trying a lot of different players and different builds. But I think it all matters for what type of drafter are you going to be? Because again, it only takes one. And Duggar, again, we say it all the time. He did 8. He finished 3rd. Like it really does. The only thing that matters is players that went to Driveline. DK11 says, but it only takes one team to make it. So really, what matters the most is probably player takes. Really, truthfully, because if you just nail the players, that's as long as you got a general idea for the build. But like, I don't know. I think it's one of those things that we think about it so much differently as high volume drafters than someone who's doing 10 of them. And so that's just kind of where I am. With that said, what Bobby popped in and said, leaning playoffs this year for rankings and still trying to draft 2 solid structure build. We'll see how it shakes out. But yeah, with that said, when you're drafting a lot, all of these things matter. Like, one of the very first things that I talk about with Duggar before we start drafting, whenever a new season comes along, is what do I think that I'm going to do as my most common builds? Like this year, the big thing that we talked about was making sure to have a minimum of 7 pitchers on every team, because that's different. For what I've done in the past, 6 was my primary build structure before this. Brad says, curious, was Duggar condensed that season with 8? You mean like condensed shares, or I focus mostly on structure? Do you remember? Duggar doesn't remember. I could tell you about
so
Duggar's.
legit. I just honestly, Spencer made me draft that season. There was kind of a transition between B-ball 10s and Underdog, and I just didn't like it because I didn't kind of dive into the rules. I thought me and Spence had a big advantage of understanding all the multi-eligibility players that a lot of people didn't. Whereas you get on here and your catchers are infielders and your DHs are outfielders. And I'm like, well, anybody can just blindly pick teams. And then when you really dig into understanding where the values are at pitching, where you get the points for quality starts, where saves really don't matter on this site. So you just got to understand the rules of the site.
Yep. And it helps too if you've got a buddy like me to be on the phone with you and like telling you and talking to you about all this stuff while you're drafting, because every one of those 8 drafts we were on the phone with and drafting together. And so that, honest to God, that does help if you've got someone to talk through it with, because for me,
it also helps if you have someone you're not afraid to go against. Because I remember that draft, and he was like, I don't know, don't take Skeens. When's he gonna come up? And then when I took Andrew Benintendi, but I remember giving you my reasons for Andrew Benintendi and my reasons for Bretton Doyle, and they both happened to work out that season.
Yeah, but not Skeens. That's where your memory's wrong. I was talking to you against drafting Skeens in eliminators.
Okay, that's fair.
Because that's the whole thing. Oh crap. I had 2 picks. I just made 1. Let's get another McClanahan team in here. Why not? But anyway, eliminators is a different mindset, and that's where, again, you will fight me. You definitely are not afraid to fight back at me, but I'm also helping talk through it with you. You know what I mean? And where we usually disagree, we can come to an agreement. You know what I mean? We really don't disagree that often, truthfully. It's just every once in a while where you get boneheaded on a certain player, because I think it's because you know that I don't like them, like with Strider. And you're
That's fair.
like, you know what? Screw you, Spencer. I'm gonna show you. I'm just gonna
Kind of like I
take
did the
him.
other night with Brock's. But so, Brad, yeah, my big takeaway from what I remember from that season is I was all in on Chris Sale because it was back-to-back seasons of like less than 40 or 50 innings pitched, but they were both freak injuries, and you could get him what, seventh, eighth round. I was all in. I took him on every single one of my teams because of where you could get him.
Yep, absolutely. Brad says, I appreciate the pettiness. That's why Duggar is my bestie.
Right here with you, bro.
Yep. All right. What you gonna do, Petty? Tom Petty over here.
Well, definitely taking him.
Yep, there's your boy. Got Matt Wallner. But yeah, what Brock said earlier while we were talking about all that, Brock says running pure on drafting good players and avoiding injuries is all that matters. And I think structure, you have to, like, I've been telling Dave this because Dave is brand new to Underdog. So he just started back a week or two ago on here. And his first couple builds we've been talking about, and he had like a 4 outfield build or a 5 outfield build. It was one of those, Dave, wasn't it? We were talking about outfields in the stream the other day, and look what Dave just did with his previous team. It looked so much better. So, like, if you just have a general idea of the type of build that you want and kind of where you want to take them, that's where also doing a few drafts matters, right? You're probably not going to just go right in with your first draft unless you're very experienced and hit big on an initial draft. With this said, I
All
want
right.
to
All right,
go
Brad. I
ahead.
hope we can still be besties, but I can't help myself. If I'm going 7, I have to do it.
And Dave's in this room, isn't he? So yeah, like you got him. You got him. Hey, it's about time. It's about time, right? You've been staying away from Jordan Walker
I
too long.
don't have much of him. And fun fact, he was on that team that finished third and factored 0 times the entire season.
Yep. And Dave says this is his first front pick, trying to get the best route. And that's true whenever you are not used to drafting a lot. And Dave hasn't drafted this in the past. You know, when you're a newer drafter, you have to kind of get used to the differences in the draft board. Who's going to be at the front versus the back? That's a huge thing as well. You know, Corey doesn't draft a lot of these. Whenever we draft a lot of football, that's you know, one of those things where, you know, football's it's different. I mean, well, it is kind of the same as far as like, I mean, I have done really well with my initial football drafts. I was about to say, once you do them for a while and build, then, you know, you can get some of your better teams later. But I don't know. I've had a lot of success with early football drafts, actually. So anyway, that was a dumb argument I was about to make. I want to bring this back around, though, to what was talked about with the solo shot earlier. So the question was asked, when's best to do the solo shot, right? Now, early or late? Late is definitely what makes the most sense. I'm sure that's what most people are going to do. I was talking to Duggar about this on my last visit up with him, literally pulled up my solo shot from last year, which I did right before the season started. And I think there's a few ways you can think about it. One good, one bad. I drafted
I know,
right
Brad.
before the year. And when I drafted right before the season started, I did a bunch of things that I had not been doing all of the draft season. And the board had changed so drastically. It wasn't what I was used to, as we're seeing now with Caglione and Varsho and Akamoto and these guys flying up the board. So I'm considering about doing my solo shot this week before the WBC starts. Like, and if I do, I was thinking about recording it off stream and then just posting the video, because I don't really want to do my solo shot with you guys. I'd rather just do it randomly with whatever people I'm just randomly in there with. But sorry, it's my pick. I'm going to do a Joe Musgrove and let's go with trying to find what I don't do very often. And I'm not looking over at the thing. I know this is an answer to that, though. Bryson Stott. I don't take him very often. And fun fact, he was on your team.
He
So,
was. And he mattered.
And he mattered. So anyway, that's my point is that I was thinking about doing the solo shot this week before the WBC. So because I'm so familiar with the draft board, the way that it is, I've been drafting since the way too early started almost every day. And then again, last year, right before the season, I drafted people that I was not taking. Like I took Grant Holmes, I took Clay Holmes. I had not been taking them. I took both the Holmes because I was getting real hyped right before the season started. I took Christian Campbell. That was another one. I had spent up and took Christian Campbell. I'm trying to remember one good thing, and I did have Cal Raleigh on that team, but I had enough bad decisions that Cal Raleigh couldn't make up for, you know what I mean? So anyway, all of that said, I'm considering doing mine early. Back to you, Duggar. We're about to close this thing out. Weathers, yep. No idea what solo shot is, but you should wait. Spring training is upcoming. I know, that's why. I get it. But what I'm saying is I'm thinking about taking that gamble, drafting now while I'm more familiar with the board. And so, but yes, obviously the smart thing is to wait, and that's what most people would do. The solo shot, Brock, is a $75 league where it's just one entry.
You get one.
Yeah.
And it's, you should wait. But what Spencer was talking about, like, obviously my favorite player, if you guys have watched any of these, my favorite guy to target is Jack Caglione. We've seen him tonight go, 4 or 5 rounds higher than his ADP. And it's going to happen, and you're going to find those players. So if you draft them early and you can get them at a lower value, that's the argument to do your solo now.
Yeah, for someone like me, right?
Right.
Also, like this is.
So here's my first share, Spence. I'm gonna take a homer pick.
Oh my gosh, Dustin May. Eat it, Dave. And then Brad says, not that I do other sports, but do you all draft NFL heavy as well? You, Duggar, Brock? No, Duggar does some. Duggar does probably in any given summer a total of maybe 100 drafts or so, which it seems like a lot, but that's starting from like May, June, July, August, and into the beginning of September. So, but like, yeah, I mean, I draft hundreds. Last year I was probably around 500 or 600. And again, that was lower than the previous years where I've cut myself back from that almost 1,000 of 3 years ago. And Corey's a pretty big football drafter, although Corey just last year started to draft Underdog more because I think Corey, if Corey was a single man like me, he'd be drafting a lot more. But he's got a family and 2 kids, and so he doesn't spend a whole bunch of money. But Corey does he does probably 100 to 150 drafts. Blake drafts football. Brock doesn't really. And you streamed before now? Well, I mean, I've never streamed football. No. I'm not saying I've streamed football ever before. I'm going to this year. All right.
Me and Spence talked about starting a podcast for like a million years, and Spence finally bit the bullet and said, I'm just going to do the streaming thing. And good for him. It's taken off great. I think it's phenomenal. I think he's doing a great job. And I hate it because now you guys are taking players I like. So it is what it is.
It is what it is. That's right. I grabbed Carter Jensen with my last pick there. That was a sneaky little play. That's a very rare thing. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at our teams. Great draft, everyone. That was super fun. Super fun. Awesome night of drafting. Okay, let's share this tab. Let me go ahead and remove the comments. Sorry about all the football talk tonight, but football talk is fun. All right. Start with, not going to start with me. We'll start with Dave. Brad, let me know if you want me to review this one, buddy. Paul Skeens, Dave went with a 776. Paul Skeens, Hunter Green. You've been real big on Hunter Green. I've seen that, which I'm completely good with, Dave. Mackenzie Gore, Edward Cabrera, Jack Leiter, both of them again, Cade Horton, that's again, and Brian Bayo at the end. Bayo's fine. I've not been mixing him in on here, but I think he's a fine arm that could be all right. I think that's interesting. Austin Riley, William Contreras, Torkelson, Wilson Contreras. Oh, you got both Contreras brothers again. The Contreras, as I like to call them. Colson Montgomery, Will Smith, and Alec Burleson. You got a really good infield. And then the outfield, yeah, good job, bro. You're picking up very well. Soto, Duran, Nimmo, Lou Bob, Willie Abreu, and Willie Castro. And you've got a couple stack pieces in there, or like team pairs, but really good team, Dave. Awesome job. TK11, he went with a 7.76. Cease, Luzardo, Wheeler, Alcantara, Eovaldi, Baz, Jacob Lopez. I've seen you do Jacob Lopez before, haven't I? So this, and I think TK, did you just take Wheeler in that previous one too?
Brock's being feisty tonight. I like it.
Hashtag feisty Brock. But yeah, so Cease and Luzardo, super good. I mean, we talked about the upside that Wheeler possesses. Alcantara and Eovaldi, solid. Baz, I'm a fan of quite a bit. Jacob Lopez is the only one I'm not really taking, but again, I think it's interesting. I don't mind Jacob Lopez. It's just I've been kind of staying away from all athletics pitchers personally. Oh, look at this Brady House pick. Very, very cool. I say that because that's super crazy. Is Brock leaving?
Yep.
All right, see you, Brock. Vladimir Guerrero, Manny Machado, Ben Rice, Akamoto, Addison Barger, McLean, and Brady House.
The Brady House pick I love because that could be the differentiator, right? He's a super low owned. You look at scroll up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that infield. You're gonna have the pairings of Kaz and Barger, Machado, Vlad, just because of ADP. But sneaking in Brady House and Matt McLean, I like it. I'm not doing it. I haven't done it yet. I've done some McLean, but that's where you get a differentiated build in these.
Yeah, because there's not going to be very many Brady House. He'll be extremely low owned. We don't see him drafted hardly ever. And you did it with just a pairing with Lyle. And, I really like the outfield as well. And I saw Jason Dominguez homer today. And if Stanton is out, like Dominguez is going to be the guy right in there. And he's looked good in spring. So I think he's coming out with something to prove. And me and Brock talked the other night about how he has become a great value with being pushed down so low. And I'm like, you know what? I should start adding some more shares of him. All right, young Chuck, pick 6. He went with an 8.66. So let's first, before we look at pitchers, let's look at the infield and outfield. Bobby Witt, Lindor, Seager, Connor Griffin, Trevor Story, Jake Berger. So there's a world that this infield is absolutely crushes, and all of these guys are incredible. And then you could very easily see where starting, if Lindor is not fine from the hamate, if Corey Seager has his classic injury, if they do push Connor Griffin, Trevor Story always gets hurt, if Berger doesn't bounce back. So you could break down the infielders if you want, but I like looking at the upside, and I think the upside is there for this infield to crush. And then your outfield, Roman Anthony, Pete Crow, Stowers, Ozuna, Owen Casey, and Evan Carter. So I guess my only thing here, I think the first 4 are great, is finishing with Owen Casey, and Evan Carter in a 6 outfield build. Maybe that doesn't work, but it could. And I definitely like what you did there with the Texas thing. So nice little. I think Evan Carter is a fine pick. And then the pitching, I knew the pitching was going to be good. Yeah, the pitching is great. The pitching's phenomenal. I love every single one of these pitchers. So we'll see how this team works, but I like the 8.66 build, and I like mixing the exposures up there. So very nice team. Bobby Boucher, 7.76. We know Bobby's going to have a great team. I took Kodai Senga the last couple days after talking about that. Hey, you know what? I need to start mixing him in. I loved him last year and been staying away this year. But Duggar, he's throwing back into high 90s. Kodai Senga is. Who knows? Woo, Brian Woo, Yuri Perez, Robbie Ray, Lodolo, Glasnow, Senga, and Grayson.
That's a traditional Duggar staff right there.
This is about as Duggar of a pitching staff as you can have right here. Other than Duggar doesn't really draft Woo, but literally the rest of these guys,
Yeah.
are like all Duggar guys. And then Gunner, Raleigh, Bregman, Bush, Drake Baldwin, Brandon Loud, Donovan, Tatis, Hap, O'Neill Cruz, Joe Adell, Rafaela, Gavin Sheets. Oh man, love your team, bro. This is a really good looking team. I see you've got a couple, you've got a couple pairs, but stacking isn't really a thing with this team, and I'm fine with it. You've got a lot of upside and dependability. This is a really good team. I'm not surprised though, Bobby. And that's going to go in the bin of a bunch of Bobby teams. So Duke Dean, glad to have you in here with us tonight, Duke. And he went with an 866. Christopher Sanchez, Framber Valdez, Kevin Gossman, Michael King, Pepio, Woodruff, David Peterson, and Ryan Nelson. Okay, well, I see with taking Woodruff, we're going with the 8. I was about to say these top 5 feel so solid to me. I'm surprised after drafting the 5 that you decided to do an 8 pitcher build, but probably Woodruff is what caused you to go ahead and decide to take Ryan Nelson at the end. And I like throwing in David Peterson and Ryan Nelson at the end there. Nelson's also a guy. Duggar, do you remember seeing Ryan Nelson being drafted in one of our streams?
Am I supposed to answer yes?
No, I'm asking you a genuine question, but no, the answer is no. We've not seen him drafted. So he's a super low-owned guy, just like when we were talking about with Brady House. All right, Neto, Pasquantino, Yandy, Jackson Holiday, Salvi, and Aranda, with Julio, James Wood, Arozarena, Taylor Ward, Sal Frelick, and Chandler Simpson. I see why you did Chandler with the Yandy and Aranda thing. I love this. I love this team. Honestly, I really do. I think your 6 outfield are very good. Other than I'm just personally not drafting Chandler. It's just like I was saying with Duggar with Strider. There's just a few guys on here. I've just decided there just won't be on my team on this platform this year. And if it burns me, so be it. He's one of them. I just don't see the path to points for him to matter. With that said, he's got such a low ADP that I do get the potential for what he could do for you. My thought is if I'm taking a Tampa Bay outfielder at the end here in a Tampa stack like that, I'm personally going Cedric Mullins. But again, the answer may very well end up being Chandler Simpson. Time will tell.
I mean, if he could just find some gaps, that totally changes his value. But I totally get it. I'm on the same page with you. Like, he just doesn't get on paper. He's great. Roto, he's great.
Oh yeah,
he's Juan Pierre.
Like, oh yeah, other platforms, great, right? This is just an underdog take.
Sure. And again, it could all change. All he has to do is find some gap power. And now to get home runs, just got to find some gaps.
And a lot of it's going to come down to playing time. See, Brock said in our draft the other night, he doesn't like Chandler Simpson because he thinks his defense is bad enough that it's going to cut into his at-bats. And he thinks that Jacob Melton could straight up cut into his job. So we'll see. I wasn't thinking that, but I like the thought process of Brock. Webb, because I wasn't thinking, oh, he's bad at defense, but I have heard that. Webb, Joe Ryan, Flaherty, Emmett Sheehan, Brady Singer, Andrew Abbott, and Reed Detmers. By the way, we're looking at Bert Minotti. He did a 7-6-7 build. So this is a risky pitching staff, but one that you waited on. You knew you were going to assume the risk by waiting, and I'm assuming you're going to have great hitters. We'll go look at them here in a second. But that's what I can say. I can see these are some nice steady picks. Emmett Sheehan with the great upside pick. Flaherty's a steady. I think Ryan is a perfectly good ADP fall here. And I love the upside of Detmer. So I love all of these pitchers individually. It's just looking at the names as a group. It looks kind of risky to me. Your hitters, this is the one where you got the Alec Thomas auto. The Alec Thomas auto draft. Ketel Marte, Perdomo, Matt Chapman, Hunter Goodman, Tovar, Mason Wynn, with Corbin, Devers, Seiya, Alec Thomas, Ramos, Doyle, and Beck. Man, it sucks that Alec Thomas kind of had to ruin the 8, because really you did an amazing stack here. And honestly, this team is not ruined because of Alec Thomas at all. Duggar, what what's one of the things that I say when we get auto picked, like a crazy high auto pick like this?
I mean, it creates a unique build.
Yep. And he can still make it work. Just because you have that happen does not mean that this team still can't work. And this team absolutely can still work. You've got plenty of good pieces. And really, if your Arizona guys hit, that's going to be huge. So, Burt Minotti, I think that's a very, very interesting team. And don't write it off because you got autoed. Sky Nuts, 776. Hunter Brown, Max Fried, Savage. There you go, Duggar. He did snipe you on one with your Savage.
I know.
Trevor Rogers, Garrett Cole, Matthew Boyd, Bryce Miller. This is to me almost an ideal, close to ideally perfect type of pitcher staff build where you have proven ace stud, two of them at the top. You didn't have to spend a high pick on them. You got an upside rookie pick with your Savage. You've got a really great play with Trevor Rogers. You've got the Garrett Cole bounce back second half of the year play. You've got the steady Matthew Boyd and the upside at the end, Bryce Miller, young guy who's coming back off of a bad season and looks great in the spring so far. So this is a great pitching staff. And I'm focusing on like the picks and the type of guys they are and how it all come together so well. Like, this is, to me, how you fit the pieces together of a staff very, very well. Infield, Suarez, Langoliers, Pena, Dansby, Christian Walker, Spencer Steer, Luis Ariz, with Jordan, Rooker, Soderstrom, Bellinger, Altuve, and Stanton. I don't really have any notes for you. You pushed infield, and you still got really good infield. I know that Duggar approves of waiting and getting Gino as your first. I mean, that's pretty great. 84.
I passed on him to take Cags to kind of force it. I was afraid he was going to take Cags. I was hoping he'd pass on him. So, yeah, good pick.
Yeah, but also he saved you from yourself with that because you didn't need to spend that pick on Suarez. You needed to spend
I know I didn't. That's why I passed on him. But, man, if I would have got him as my 5, I would have rolled with 5.
I know. Well, that could have been interesting then. But still, Skynut's great team, buddy. All right, Duggar, let's check yours out, my friend. What did Brad say in the chat, by the way? Because he's multiple times said, I don't review my team, but I'm going to review his team if he didn't say anything. Duggar, why don't you talk about your team and your staff?
So this is not a normal pitching staff that I've been doing. There's some pieces. I was very in on Gallen early. Now that he's signed, I'm still fine to get him. Ranger, I'm fine with. Yes, we've talked. We joke a lot about Strider, but I looked him up during the draft. He's an 11%er. So it just happened to be drafted tonight. I took him at what, 10 pick fall? No, 20 pick fall. So I'm going to take him. I'm going to keep taking him if he falls. Sonny Gray is Sonny Gray. I'm fine with it. I don't love my pitching staff. Dustin May was more of one of those. I need to get a share because I don't have much of them. So this pitching staff is very, very high risk. This is a 2010 Duggar pitching staff is what this is.
Yeah. So here would be
it's all upside. I don't have any stability outside of maybe Rangers for us.
Well, Sonny Gray.
Well, yeah, but he's also got risk as well.
I'll call Sonny Gray, Ranger Suarez, and Zach Gallen like dependability picks because those are guys that should have steady innings with good enough type of numbers, right? All of them. Strider's your upside, Bradish is your upside, and then you swung big with the last two. That would be maybe the only thing I would have said that I wouldn't have done with the last two is on this build. Maybe you should have gone with the more steady pitchers, but that's not your style. Your style is to swing for the fences, swing away Merrill. That is the Duggar style.
Absolutely.
And you closed this out with Sal. I missed that.
I mean, it's not something I normally do. I don't go early infield. Obviously, I love it. There's the Murakami play is the wild card, right? Who knows? But here's the thing with this kind of a build, I don't need him. I don't need Sal Stewart either. My top 4 could be just fine.
Yeah, well, absolutely. That's, I mean, again, this is again why you probably should have made these your last two picks, like you said, because these top four are going to factor for you almost every single week, assuming health, right?
Sure.
And they could be your utility. That's a big thing. You're looking at, you've got 3 and a utility here. Now your outfield.
That being said, I'm still fine with it. You know, Profar Trout, I get it. If they're both healthy, they're going to perform, or I'm going to get 20 at bats from them. It is what it is. I'm still all in on Cags. I didn't have to reach that far on him. As he's been going, Kwan's my boring but beautiful guy. I think we've both been in on. You've been bigger on him on Moniak, but I like the play there. Love Matt Wallner, and I just, I got to have some Jordan Walker just in case, right?
Yeah. Again, mix them in. So this is your team, Duggar. We knew how it was going to finish, like with you starting with the crazy beginning like you did. We knew it wasn't going to look like a normal team does, but this is a perfect example of this is how you mix things up, right? Whenever you draft all the time, you mix things up every once in a while and you try something different. And it may work, it may not, but at least you tried. So
Yeah.
I'm into it, bud. So
I mean,
we'll see.
sometimes you
It's
got to get
obviously,
uncomfortable with it, right?
yeah, it's obviously not my favorite team I've seen you draft on stream. You've drafted some really good teams on the stream, but it's super unique and unlike most any other draft that you're going to do. All right, let's see how Brad did his. He went with a 776.
He said no need. He said don't look.
Well, I started, so at least we're gonna look. I won't break down everything. This is a good team, Brad. He did throw in Chase DeLauder at pick 239. That gives me the chance to say this is why I took him. I've only taken him twice. It was on the same night, back-to-back streams on the same night I took him, and that's it. Those are the only shares that I've taken. Because why? The kid can't stay healthy. He's already hurt again, Duggar.
I know.
But Brad, this is another good team. This is a very solid team. I like this one a lot. I mean, you've got Judge, but I mean, look at this outfield, and then the infield: Kirk, Jazz, Adames. I mean, come on. Come on. That's a really good team. And then mine, so I waited at pitcher, waited to Reagans. I don't do that very often. Again, this for me is going to look much different than my normal teams, not necessarily from a player perspective, but just from an overall, because I'm mixing in guys that I don't normally draft with Shohei. That was a big point of this team, other than Teoscar, which I forgot about and just took out of instinct. And I have a lot of him with Shohei. But the rest of these guys are almost zero or almost no paired with Shohei in and down.
I think it's okay. I think it's a good point for what you're talking about, though. Even though you are trying to differentiate a team, if a pairing makes sense or a guy you like, do it. Screw it, right? Who cares?
Yeah.
Because what if, okay, cool, I got a totally unique build, and then they all shit the bed?
Well, even more than that, what if this team does great and it advances, and this is my best Shohei team, but right. What if Teoscar crushes in the playoffs and other people that have Shohei teams in the second or third round of the playoffs, they have Teoscar and I all of a sudden don't. So here's where, you know what I'm saying? So right. You can look at it any number of different ways. But it's a great point, Duggar. Just because I did take someone who I have heavy built with Shohei doesn't mean it's bad since I differentiated across the rest of the board. And I have a good outfield, right? Like, look, I've got 5 good outfielders, and then I threw in Ramon Laureano late. I've got a super interesting infield. I mean, other than Manzardo, who I draft a lot, this is an infield that I rarely ever click these names, but I kind of like the way that they're looked in here together. Yeah. Like, I mean, I like Pete a lot. I do take Pete, but like, I hardly ever take Bo.
It reminds me of players I'm taking chances on, but not all on the same team. And usually when I see that, I don't like that, but I'm okay with that infield.
Yeah, and one thing that I think is worth pointing out, notice that with Bo, ADP fall, 88 to 96. CJ Abrams, ADP fall, 92 to 97. Wilson, same thing, 159 to 168. And Manzardo was even a 5-pick ADP fall. So these guys fell. And then Stott was, like just the last second pick there that, again, I knew I had not paired with Shohei, because I don't take Stott a lot. But I do think Stott is worth it, as we've said. Like, he's already proven like he can factor in the playoffs, like he did for your team. But yeah, that was super fun, guys. Let me look over here. Duke, thank you, buddy. I really appreciate it. Skylar says that 12 wasn't as bad as I thought it might be. No, it worked out pretty good for you. Duggar helped make that happen for you too, Skylar.
That's fair.
It's true with your randomness of not taking outfielders. It gave him those heavy outfield at the top, and that's something too. That's a takeaway. Hey, sometimes if you have someone who's drafting next to you they're trying something different, it could help you. You get people fall to you. That happens. But yeah, super glad. That was a lot of fun tonight, Duggar. I know it's been a long day and night for you. And I really appreciate you coming on, even though your voice is cracky and I know you're tired. But thank you, bud.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, always fun doing these. And honestly, I love getting along with these guys on the stream. Makes it more fun.
Oh, man, absolutely. And, Brock's going to always be here to give you some crap, too. So,
well, Brock's dumb. So,
But, well, hey, everyone, I probably will, just because this was brought up earlier and it's a good point for my 100th. I probably will do one tomorrow, but I don't think I'm going to schedule it like I normally do. Like I said, I think what I'm going to do if I do that tomorrow night is just jump on and draft. And if you're available and you can jump on with me. If not, after that, I'll be doing my 100 shares review. But the next scheduled time for sure, we'll be back Tuesday night. So Tuesday night, 9 p.m., we'll be back on here. I'll have a different guest on with me Tuesday night. But coming up soon, we're going to have a day that we have multiple people on. Duggar and I have talked about that, having several guys all on here talking at the same time, which will be fun. We'll definitely be working on doing that as we get closer. So with that said, Duggar, everyone, thank you and have a great time. And remember, keep drafting. See you next time. Bye.